Uptown phone, don't give it to you. Hello, everybody. I'm loving Stacey's dancing. Probably got the move. Stacey, if you didn't have an arm on business, you girl would definitely be working it as a dancer. That is for sure. You've got them going on. We need to, I know we're a bit old now, mums and everything, but we need to go out and hit the town. London town.
Wait for Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. So it is Sunday the 2nd of April. I hope everyone had an amazing April Fool's Day yesterday. I had a message from my sponsor Emma Dickinson who said, oh Danny, I've got the funniest joke that you should do. You should tell everybody on Facebook that you've quit your Arbonne business. And I was like, no. I was like, I couldn't. She goes, yeah. Go on Facebook. Oh, I'm really sorry, everybody. I've stopped my own business. I've joined another company. I was like, I couldn't even do it. Even though it would be a joke. I was like, I couldn't. I absolutely couldn't. So she couldn't convince me, bless her. I think she tried to ask a few other people. They were like, no, not doing that. So, brand new month. So before I hand over to our trainer for tonight, the beautiful Emma, just want to say, oh my goodness me, what a month. March was an incredible month. We had over 91 people join our team in March. That's insane, like incredible. I'm just so proud of everybody. Everybody's been sharing the Arbonne products, sharing the Arbonne business with so many people, and letting those people decide if it's going to be of a benefit to them, business or product. So well done, everybody, for a great March. And I just want to say a massive welcome to everybody who has joined the call tonight, especially if it's the first time. So if you've joined this call for the first time, first of all, congratulations on figuring out Zoom. Congratulations on figuring out how the camera works, how the muting button works. You can mute, you can unmute, you can turn your camera off, you can turn your camera on, and you can change if you can see everybody or you can just see the speaker with gallery view or speaker view. So figuring that out in itself is a flipping challenge. So well done, and a massive welcome to all of our new people on the call. Right, so I'm going to kick off and hand over to Emma, who's going to train for us tonight about how to use LinkedIn. And when she's finished, I'm going to then take over the training on how to meet new people, which I think links in nicely with Emma's training. I'm going to talk about how to meet new people to talk about your business with. So, our very beautiful district manager in qualification, Emma Wood's been in the business for, is it 2 years now? Isn't it? 2.
Going on for 3 years.
3 years. Wow, what a superstar.
Sure.
And she's coming for the first time to her annual conference. So we have our annual conference in Las Vegas every April. Emma's coming for the first time to the conference this year. And I cannot wait to see, Emma, what this does to your business, because your business will explode after Vegas. So Emma is going to talk to us tonight about how to use LinkedIn with your business, which I can't wait because I don't know how to use LinkedIn. I'm a total LinkedIn dummy. So please welcome the very gorgeous, very wonderful district manager in qualification, Emma Wood.
Hi. So my internet connection is really rubbish tonight. So if I freeze or anything, I'm sorry. It's really bad for some reason. Okay, so first I'm going to share my screen with you. So like Danny says, my training tonight is all about LinkedIn. Oh my gosh. I'm showing how to use LinkedIn and I can't even use Zoom. Oh my god. Maybe someone should do a training on how to use Zoom.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh, how do I get share screen? Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so now I've mastered that. So my training, I've mastered it now, don't I? So my training tonight is all about LinkedIn. So I joined LinkedIn ages and ages ago, but literally had no clue how to use it. And I think it's one of them social media platforms that kind of confuses loads of people. It kind of looks too much and too confusing. Well, it did to me anyway. And I think it's because I was so used to using Facebook and Instagram and I felt confident in using them platforms as well. So I did start using it and sending out the same standard message, generic message to everybody that I was connected to. And I don't blame them, because I would never, if someone did it to me, I wouldn't message them back either. So I kind of gave up on it. I then started following a lady called Natasha Edwards and watched her LinkedIn training. I then purchased her training and now realise the huge potential that LinkedIn has. Yeah. Where am I? And now realise the huge potential that LinkedIn has. I've now gone from having 0 inbox messages to sometimes 10+ a day, and have phone calls booked and new prospects on my candidate list. The course I did go into a lot of detail, so I won't cover it all as we'll be here for hours. So first of all, I'm going to share some facts about LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the world's largest professional networking platform. It has over 3 like-minded professionals. It's used in 200 countries, and all 7 countries are in. Like Facebook, but it's for business. It has a publish and post section, which is like a mini blog, and it allows you to search companies, jobs. It's great for connecting with people with similar backgrounds to you, and LinkedIn is a really powerful platform. So the first thing you need to do, if you haven't done so already, is go to www.linkedin.com. Want a free account or a premium account. I only have the free account. It is enough, you don't need anything more. Some of the benefits to having a premium account are it gives you a larger profile picture, which makes you stand out to more people. It gives you an open profile, so that allows anyone to contact you for free, as there are restrictions on who you can message, so you must be connected to somebody to be able to message that person. It also allows you to send in-mail messages to anyone when you have premium. So there are restrictions, so don't go messaging everybody, because you will end up in LinkedIn prison. You have a 90-day list for everyone who's viewed your profile. And when you have a free account, you can only see the last 5 people that have viewed your profile. With a premium account, you can go back 90 days. So everyone who's viewed your profile in the last 90 days, you can see all of them come up. It also has additional search features and unlimited profile views. So when you have a free account, you can only limit it to 500 profile views. And my advice is just to stick with the free one, because there's so much prospecting you can do without spending any money. So here are a few points to get your profile set. I will talk you through it and show you it. First of all, your profile out as much as possible, as it will get you noticed. So you rank in a search advanced. So when people search for you in the search bar, if you filled out, the more you fill out your profile, the more likely you're going to be like at the top of the search thing. So it's called an all-star. So when your profile is complete, it will show up as all-star. It's all ranked in percentage. So you want to aim for near the top. So sell yourself and create curiosity. Don't sell Arbonne. When I first joined, my profile was Arbonne, and probably the majority of people just looked at it and thought, oh, I don't want to know about Arbonne, so I'm not going to message this person back. So create that curiosity and share yourself. Tell them about you, because it's all about you anyway. It's not just about Arbonne. They will look and think, I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to go and talk to that person. So people buy people. So sell yourself and create that curiosity. So when we're setting up our profile, the first thing we're going to start off with is our name. So your name, not Arbonne, not have a professional one, and make sure it's clear. Look like you're happy, you're positive. you're fun to be around. But don't have like your Facebook profile pictures where you're out drinking with your friends. You've got a picture of your family, or you're out for a day on the beach or by the pool, because LinkedIn isn't like Facebook. It's more professional and business. So we need to create that like professional side of us. So the next thing you need to have is your headline and tagline. So here you need to create curiosity, intrigue people to want to know more. So you could have like global entrepreneur, business coach, health and wellness coach, health and wellness consultant, something that's not saying anything to do with Arbonne. So we don't really want to be saying I'm a district manager, I'm a regional vice president, I'm a national vice president, because people who aren't in Arbonne are going to look at it and think, what the hell is a national vice president? What the hell is a regional vice president? It doesn't mean anything to them. So you need to be talking about yourself. Same as on Facebook. Our Facebook name isn't national vice president, it's our name. So create that curiosity. So then you've got your summary section. So this is where you tell your story. Become a storyteller. Become good at telling your story. Try to relate to your ideal prospect so they connect with you. Try to relate to your ideal prospect so you connect with you. Don't talk about Arbonne all the time. Let them know about you. Relate to their pain points. So most people now want more time, they want more money, and they want more security and freedom. So I'm just going to go onto LinkedIn and show you around. Okay, so when you've set up your profile, you'll come onto your home page, which is this page here. So on the front of your home page, you have your news feed. So very similar to when you log into Facebook, your news feed comes up. The difference with LinkedIn, when you're on the home page, it is all like business posts, people that are talking about professional things. I've not really had a nosy through there, but definitely have a look through it and get ideas of how you can stand out on your newsfeed, so that you come up on other people's news feeds and people think, oh, that sounds quite interesting, and they're more likely to click on your profile. So when you go into your profile up on the top, I need to sort my picture out because it's not professional. Okay, so this is your home page, your profile page. So at the top, I've put my tagline is health and wellness consultant, because that's what we are. And then this bit's your summary. So write your story, write why you joined Arbonne. And then I've also added my why at the bottom. If people want to know more, they can just click on that. So it says who's viewed your profile, how many people have viewed my posts that I've put on. So this bit here, your articles and activity, this is like a mini blog post. So you can basically write like a mini blog, and people can click on it every time they go onto your profile and see what you've written. So if you like writing blogs and stuff, then that's a great idea to do that. And then you're going down into experience. So what Arbonne related, I've not mentioned Arbonne at all in any of these posts. I've just kept it about me, and then past experience, jobs, your schools and education, and then you've got your featured skills and endorsements. So anything that you've done in the past. So if you've got customer service skills, pop everything in here that you're good at, you've got skills at, pop them in here, and people will endorse you. And when people endorse you, it's also a good way of connecting with that person as well, because you can send them a little message and say, hi Danny, thanks so much for endorsing me for such and such. It's great to connect, how are you? And start a conversation that way. Then goes into your accomplishments. And then also at the bottom, you can follow people as well. So anybody that that you want to follow, just click on their like. So I followed Richard Branson, Rich Dad followers, and all sorts like that. Okay. Okay, so I'll just quickly go over So when you go into My Network, so slow. Okay, so the My Network is where you can start connecting with people. So the top here, it will say all the people that have accepted your invitations to connect. So you click on there and you can see all the people that have accepted your request. So when they've accepted your request, just send them a little message thanking them, and just start a conversation with them. Say, it's great to connect with you, how are you, and go into their profile page and see what job they do, or see if they've got anything that's in common with you, and you can talk about that commonality with them. Then you've got your received invitations, which is people that have sent you requests. You get a lot of other network marketers that want to request you. And then it'll come down at the bottom of people that you may know. So these are all people that you've got mutual connections with that LinkedIn think that you might know. So that's that section. And then your notifications. So this bit of the LinkedIn is, so you have people that pop up with like work anniversaries, new jobs, birthdays, anything like that. So if you just click on them, so if you say congratulations to Samantha Lee, it'll come up on here. And with LinkedIn, it does give you that standard congratulations on your new job. Don't send that. Go be a little bit more more friendly, so you could say like, hi Samantha, congratulations on the new job, how are you, and just get into a conversation that way with people. And there's loads of things, people's birthdays, people starting new positions, so you could literally spend hours just sending messages out to all of these people and connecting with them just by saying happy birthday. And then you've got your job section. This is where you can search for people that you probably got in common with, because that's what I am. So I try to stay at home mums. Am I okay for time, Danny?
Yeah.
Okay. It's really slow. Okay, so here, so if you go into people, okay, so it's saying there's 39,761 stay-at-home mums on LinkedIn, which is pretty incredible. All of them people that are stay-at-home mums. So you can just click on connect. If you stay in, also another thing, if you just stay in your first and second generation connections, if you go into your, it's okay to go into your third, but by sending too many, we've got any common connections with, the more people that like reject your connection request, the more likely you're going to end up in LinkedIn prison. The same with Facebook. If you send too many messages out, you're going to end up in Facebook jail. So you can connect with all of these people. Also on the side, it's got locations. So if you want to find stay-at-home mums in Australia, just click there and it will bring all of the stay-at-home mums up in Australia. So there's 1,339 stay-at-home mums in Australia. You can also add a country as well. So we just click on the add country, and what country are we in? So Poland. So we've got 10 stay-at-home mums in Poland that you can connect with. So, and also you can do jobs, you can do posts that are connected with stay-at-home mums. So that'll bring up all the people that have posted something about stay-at-home mums. There's nothing, I think, yep. So all of these posts on here are all related to stay-at-home mums. You've got companies, groups, and schools. So this, you can literally connect with so many people. What the hell are you doing? Okay, there. Okay, so your to-do list. So make sure you have a good quality profile picture. So make sure it's professional. Make sure that you're not at the beach, by the pool, have a cocktail in hand. We don't want anything like that. Take the time to write out your summary section. So do your why. Tell people why you do what you do. So in my summary, I have grown confidence. So I've said that I've grown confidence. I get to be at home with my children. And people will look at that and think, oh, wow, she gets to be at home with her children. I need to carry on reading and see what else she's put. Start getting some recommendations. Recommendations bit. So there is a recommendations bit on the page. So just help each other out and write recommendations on each other's page. And you can upload videos on there as well. So you can add many videos as you want. I'd probably say more like 2 or 3 videos to put up there. So I've shown you how to do that. So LinkedIn also has groups on there as well. So you can find relevant groups you can join based on industry, profession, background, location, clubs, hobbies, etc. So there's no limit to the number of groups you can join. So these groups can provide entire communities of potential prospects. And become an active contributor to the group. So share your thoughts, share articles, etc. Just add value to that group that you join. So group strategy approach. Go through the members list and look for people that would be good prospects, someone you have things in common with. So don't just go and add everybody who's in the group. Find somebody who you look at their profile and you think, I've got loads of things in common with that person, I'll add them. Send them a connection request, but don't spam everyone in the group. Be selective, stick with people you have connections with, and look for the best prospects at any local prospects and start with them. Look for local groups in your area. So is there a group in your area that have got a LinkedIn group? Connect with them people and maybe suggest a coffee morning to see how you can help each other. So everything's better face to face. And our daily method of operation with LinkedIn. So you now have the tools and skills to know how to go and use LinkedIn. So the key is to stay consistent. Go on LinkedIn every single day. Prepare for the knockbacks and the endless no's. It is a numbers game. So not everybody is going to reply to you. Not everybody is going to want to know about your opportunity, but keep working on your mindset every day and stay focused on your why. So log into LinkedIn every single day and post something to keep your followers intrigued. The more you show up, the more people become aware that you're there. Check your messages and reply to any that you have. Go to the notifications and see what anniversaries, new jobs, etc., and send them a message. Check your connection requests and respond with a message. Check to see who has viewed your profile and connect with them. And go to your 5 chosen groups and add your daily post full of value and connect with some more people. Go to your search section and connect with a minimum of 20 new people within your 2nd generation. And that is it.
Enrique Iglesias, before Mr. Warware.
Wow, that was fantastic. Emma, wow, oh my God, that was so good. That was so well put together as well. So I've made loads of notes, and like Stacey's already said in the chat, despite being told numerous times, get involved with LinkedIn. I'm like Stacey, I'm like, I've tried it, I've stuck with it for a few days, I've not really figured it out, and I've given up. Like, I've totally been a quitter with LinkedIn. But after that training, I think you've made it so simple that if anybody does want to attempt to use LinkedIn, that was a really straightforward structure on how to sort of dip your feet in and start figuring it out. And I know, like anything, it does take time, and it takes, you know, at least a few months to really start to figure it out. And I've given Facebook that time, and I know how to use Facebook, and I've given Instagram that time, and I know how to use Instagram, but I've not done the same for LinkedIn. I've not given it enough time. So that was incredible. Thank you, Emma.
That's all right. Welcome.
Great training. Okay, so after that fabulous training from Emma, it's going to be me, and I feel like I'm going to be disappointing because Emma's training was fabulous. So I'm going to touch on how to meet new people to talk to. So I'm going to just cover a few of the basics. So in this business, we have all decided to say yes to somebody that has given us information about Arbonne. Now, you might have joined because you tried the products and they absolutely changed your life. They might have changed your baby's life. I mean, for me, both my children had severe eczema, made such a difference. You might have joined because the products have changed your health. You know, there's so many people that have got lupus, fibromyalgia, ME, psoriasis. You know, we could go on and on and on and on and on. And it might have made such a difference to you day-to-day health-wise. Or you might have joined the business, you might have said yes to Arbonne because the business model sounded so simple, which it is a very simple business model. And you thought, I can learn this, you know, if I can learn how to use LinkedIn, and goodness me, I can learn how to do Arbonne. That's like, gosh, Arbonne's like nothing compared to learning how to use LinkedIn. So you might have joined for the business side, you might have joined for the social, for the fun, you might have joined because you want to help other people, you want to build a legacy where people say at your funeral, oh my gosh, that person, Lindsay, was an incredible person. She helped so many people. She made such a difference. It might be the legacy. It might be because you want a willable asset. It might be because you want residual monthly passive income. Whatever the reason, you've said yes for a particular reason. So I'm going to give you the basics of meeting new people to talk to and how we can talk to them about the information we have. But what I want to make really clear is there is no right or wrong way to build this business. You do not have to speak to 100 people a day to make this business successful. If you want, you can speak to one person a month. Obviously, your business isn't going to grow as quickly as somebody speaking to, say, 5 people a day, but that's okay. That's not wrong. So I really want to emphasize that how you build this business is your choice. There is no wrong way to do it. So you can build it by not talking to anybody unless somebody asks you, oh, what's that hand cream you're using? That smells nice. If that's how you want to build your business, that's fine. That's how Fiona McCarthy built hers. If you want to be out there at fairs and fetes and stalls, that's absolutely fine. But equally, if you don't want to do that kind of thing, that's fine as well. You can use social media, you can not use social media. It really doesn't matter. So how you build it is your choice. You do not have a boss. Nobody's saying you can't do this, you can do that, because there's not really any right or wrong way to do this business. So it's just numbers of lots of different ideas to give you. So I'm going to give you lots of different ideas, but just take the ideas that sit with your core values and sit with what you're like as a person, because we're all very different. So Emma's obviously just given us a fantastic training on LinkedIn, but I've had this business for 3 years and I've never ever got properly involved with LinkedIn. That doesn't mean that I'm building my business wrong or that Emma's building her business wrong. We just choose different things. So I'm just going to share my screen a second, just because I've got a bit of a slideshow as well. Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for I think mine's been just as slow as what Emma's was. Right, here we go. Okay, so Eric Worre. So has anyone here heard of Eric Worre? I know some people in the past have had a bit of a crush on Eric Worre. I don't personally have a crush on Eric Worre, but I think what he talks about is incredible. So if you've never heard of Eric Worre, he is a man who literally endorses the industry of network marketing. So he is the flagship. Network marketing is the best. Well, he doesn't say that network marketing is the best industry to be in. He just says that we've got a better way of spending our time and building an income and building financial freedom. He just says it's a better way. So he says, so Eric Worre wrote the book GoPro, which you can get in book form. You can watch it on YouTube. You can listen to the audio. He says in this book, GoPro, there are only 7 skills to be a professional network marketer. So if we decided we wanted to be a childminder, we would have to learn skills to be a childminder, and there's probably a handful of skills to learn. Or if we decided we wanted to be an accountant, we would have to learn skills to be an accountant. So I personally don't know any profession where there isn't some sort of skills attached to it. And any profession that somebody decides to embark on has to accept it's going to take time to learn those skills. It does take time. So these are the 7 skills that Eric Worre says that we should spend the first few years of our business really starting to master. So number 1 is finding people to actually talk to. So the same way as if we decided to become a hairdresser, self-employed hairdresser, we know we have not only got to learn the skills to become a great hairdresser, we've also got to find people that want our services. And I always say to people, do not rely on your friends and family. So if you decided to become a hairdresser and you told all of your friends, my dream was to train to be a hairdresser, and I've done that, I've gone through the courses, I'm now a fully qualified hairdresser, who wants me to be their hairdresser? And all of your friends and family turn around and say, well, we've already got a hairdresser, so we're pretty good, thank you. You wouldn't just close your business and say, oh, you know, all that training, oh my gosh, no one wants my services, I'm not going to be a hairdresser anymore, I'm so sad about that. Like, that just wouldn't happen. It absolutely wouldn't happen. You would just pursue your dreams anyway. You would go out and meet new people because you know you're good enough at what you've got going on. You're a great hairdresser. You're going to meet new people and offer your services to them. That's exactly the same in this industry. We are network marketers. We have a fantastic service to offer people, be it product advice or business advice. We've got 2 things to talk about. So all we need to do is learn how to meet new people. And Emma's just given us a fantastic way using LinkedIn that we can meet new people. And it doesn't have to be the only way. She's just given us one example. So the first skill is finding people to actually talk to. So the second skill is actually asking people to listen to what you've got to say. So I met Stacey online. Stacey told me she was vegan. She was into free from gluten, free from soy, free from everything, free from dust. She literally, I don't know how she gets through life, doesn't touch anything. And I knew that about her. And so all I needed to do was find a way to talk to Stacey about what it was I wanted to talk about. And luckily for me, she did end up asking me about it, but that doesn't always happen. So she asked me, like, tell me a bit more about this business. So we need to find a way to approach the subject with people that we think, gosh, they would really benefit from hearing what I have to say about these products, or they would really benefit from hearing what I have to say about this business because they're on maternity leave and they don't want to go back to work, or they're always complaining their car's broke, their washing machine's broke and they can't afford to get it repaired, or for whatever reason, maybe just building confidence, like what Emma said. So whatever the reason, the second skill is figuring out how to approach the subject with people so that they will listen to what it is you have to say about the products or the business. That's skill number 2. Skill number 3 is then sitting in front of somebody, either in person or on the phone or using Zoom like this, and talking about what it is that they need to hear, whether it's the products or the business or both. So that's skill number 3. Skill number 4 is once you've done that and you've told them everything that they need to hear, is then following up the next day or a few days later or a week later and just seeing how they've processed the information you've given them. So that's the follow-up. Number 5 is if somebody says to you, I absolutely love the product, I really want to be a customer or client, is then helping them decide where they see themselves. So do they see themselves as being a preferred client, or just a client that orders at full retail, or do they see themselves as being a consultant? So it's kind of closing and working out where they see themselves being. Skill number 6 is for the people that say they want to do this as a business as well, helping them get started. And then finally, number 7 is promoting events. So the great thing about in network marketing is we have so many fantastic events to plug into. We are self-employed and we are independent, but we're not on our own. We have a team around us. We have events to plug into. We have region training every month. And for the people that can't get to region training in person, they can go onto the Do More page and watch it live streamed. We've got Sunday night training calls. We've got Discover Arbons all across the world, all across the UK that we can attend. In the UK, we've got an annual conference, which last year was in Birmingham in September. This year it's in Glasgow in September, which is fantastic. And then we've got a global conference, which is in Las Vegas every April. So there's always different events. Should we want to, we can go to. So those are the 7 skills that we need to spend time over the next couple of years really honing in on. Those skills do not come easy, but people that are not used to network marketing. When I started this business, I did not really understand network marketing. So I've had to learn all of those skills from scratch. The only people that will be good at those skills when they start an RVP business is people that have already been successful in other network marketing companies. For everybody else, for the majority of people, we all have to learn them from scratch, unfortunately. But you know what? They're fun skills to learn, and it's only 7. I'm sure if someone was learning to be a doctor or a scientist, they'd have to learn a lot more skills. So we've only got 7 to learn, and the book goes through each of those skills as well. So for us, our system, so what you're going to hear a lot of people say is stick to your system, stick to your system. Whatever you do, stick to your system. So our system is our daily tracker. So for anybody that's new, I'm just going to explain this. You do not have to use this, but it is put in place for the people that need structure. Not everybody needs structure. A lot of people are self-motivated, triangles, Stacey's saying. Some people are self-motivated, they can get on and do this, they just don't need any kind of structure. For most people, like myself, we need some kind of guidelines. We need some kind of idea of what on earth we're supposed to be doing. So that this tracker is for us. For the people that don't need that, just block your ears out for a few minutes. So for the people like me that need to know what on earth am I supposed to do to build this business, this is it. So we have a daily tracker, and it is on an A4 sheet. So it prints out 31 days of the month. I do not suggest you do this every single day of the month, but every day of the month is included so that you decide which days to do this. I suggest doing it 5 days a week, building your business 5 days a week. By all means, do less. By all means, do more. My advice is only to do 5 days a week. But there has been times that I've been really pushing myself for a goal, like the Mexico trip or the Arizona trip, where I've done more. And then there's been other times where I've been on holiday and I've done less. So it's only a guideline on how many days a week to do this. So you print this out, it's got 31 days on, and then the top part is 1 hour's work a day. So the top part takes you 1 hour. So you can do that in the morning, you can do it in your lunch break, you can do it in the afternoon, you can do it in the evening, you can spread it out throughout the day. Really doesn't matter. So I'm going to tell you what the 1 hour block is. So the first thing is to add 2 names to your list. Obviously, skill number 1, we're meeting new people to talk to. So we have to find new people to talk to. So you can use LinkedIn, like Emma said. You can use social media, Facebook. You could use going to stalls and fetes. You could just meet people out and about. Me and Stacey were in London this week, and we were just chatting to people. We went to Whole Foods and bought some amazing nut butter. And the girl that was selling it, we were saying to her, do you like your job or do you love it? And she said, yeah, I do. I like it. It's all right. And we were like, what, are you from London? She said, no, I'm from Bath. And we would chat. And in the end, we took her contact details and added her on Facebook. We didn't blurt Arbonne at her, because that's not what we do. We don't blurt Arbonne at people. We make friends with people, we connect with people, and we'll build on that friendship. And in the future, she might want to know more about Arbonne, she might not. That doesn't matter. We're just adding names to our list and making new friends and new connections. So we could tick that off. So adding 2 new names to your list a day. So that's skill number 1 from Eric Worre, meeting new people. Okay, skill number 2 is reaching out to new people. So going back to Eric Worre's skills, if I can just go back. So inviting people. So skill number 2 is inviting people. So on our tracker, we've got invite 2 new people to either look at your product or look at your business. Now, if you're not sure how to invite somebody to take a look at what you've got to say, then you're in luck. If you go onto the Facebook group, Do More, Be More, Have More, that's a consultant only group. Go into that group, go into where it says photos. So there's a little tab that says photos. And when you've gone into photos, there's another tab that says albums. So if you go into the photo albums, there's probably I think there's about 15 photo albums in the Do More page. One of those photo albums is called Invite Verbiage. And it's chock full of different ways to invite people to listen to what you have to say about your products or your business or both. So please do have a look at that. And obviously, all of that invite verbiage, some of it is not going to sound like you. It's not going to be you at all, but some of it will be. So you're going to just have to work your way through it and find what works for you. Maybe screenshot what you like and save that to your phone. So that's reaching out to 2 new people. And sometimes those 2 things will be the same people. So the girl that me and Stacey met on Thursday, she would be adding 2 names to our list. So she'd be adding one of those 2 names. But we're not going to reach out and tell her about Arbonne because we're building the friendship. So she's not the person that we reach out to and talk about Arbonne. So that's 2 different boxes ticked there. But sometimes it will be the same person. So if you're in a restaurant and someone gives you really good customer service and you say, oh, Corinne, you know, you're really, you know, giving good customer service, going above and beyond. Do you like your job or do you love it? And Corinne says, yeah, it's all right. And then you could say, well, this is really random, but I think that you'd be really good at what I do because I work with a lot of people just like you and they're very successful. Do you keep your career options open? And most people say, yeah, I keep my career options open. So then I say, okay, great. Well, obviously this isn't the time to go through what I do, but what I'll do for you, I'll take your details and I'll send you a little bit of information so you can have a look yourself when you finish work or tomorrow. Shall I do that for you? And most people go, yeah, that'd be amazing. So then I'd get my phone out, I'd log into Facebook and I'd say, here, put your name in on Facebook and I'll add you as a friend. And I'd just do that. Or you could take their phone number or which way to exchange. I do not go into what I do. I don't even mention Arbonne. I just connect with them and say, I'll send you a bit of information when I get home. So that would be tick, reach out to 2 new people. Well, that would be one of the 2 people. Okay, the third thing is to follow up with 2 people. So maybe you messaged people a couple of days ago and they've had a bit of a read of the information you've sent them. So now it's time to follow up with them and see what they liked best about what they've just heard from you. So that's following up with people. So that's the skill. Let's go back to the skills. See what skill that is. So number 4 is following up. Okay, and then we've got 5 minutes of learning on the source. So the source is Arbonne's Google, basically. If you do not know what the source is or where it is, I'll put it on our team page so that you can see. So I won't go into that right now because I could talk about that for another hour. The source is incredible. Then we've got tracking your business turnover daily, read 1 chapter of a book a day and listen to 1 audio. So all of that will take you 1 hour. And then we've got the weekly. So the weekly is the Sunday night calls, meeting people to talk about your business, giving products, so samples or lending full-size products, and 1 group event, whether that's a workshop, it could be a pamper and prosecco night, it could be a coffee and cake morning, it could be a discover Arbonne, it could be an online event. It really doesn't matter. What is important is these are just ideas. You do not have to do every single thing on here. They're just giving you ideas and structure, and you can change it if you want. You could do loads of one-to-ones and no group events. It really doesn't matter. It's what works for you. And then optional extra at the bottom. So that is a little bit about our system. So if you go onto the Do More, Be More page, what you'll see at the top of the page is a pinned post, always at the top, pinned post here. And the pinned post will say, continue reading. So you click on that and it's got so much information. So just to go back again, that's on the Do More, Be More page. Open up the pinned post and it's got the welcome to the team videos. And then once somebody's got started with their business, it goes through what to do next after you've sort of been launched and got started and found your feet, which we reckon takes about 30 to 60 days. For some people it takes less time, for some people it takes longer. It doesn't matter if it takes you a year or 2 years to find your feet before you really get started. It honestly really doesn't matter. It's really a personal thing. Once you feel like you found your feet and you feel comfortable with what happens growing your business, then you can then go on to learning the skills. So in the pinned post, you've got all of the skills in there. So learning how to find people to share your business with. Now, Emma's only just done the call on LinkedIn, but once that call's gone up on YouTube, I will put that in there as well. So that'll be in there. How to do a one-to-one and lots of other different skills. They're all in there. Also in the pinned post is something called a Google Drive. So it's right at the top of the pinned post in the Do More page. So please do spend some time just having a look at the pinned post. This Google Drive has got lots of different folders in that have got documents in that you might find really useful. Now, I recommend going into the Google Drive and going into the folder that says 2017. And it's got the tracker in here, so you can print your tracker off there. It's got the team calendar. It's got how to sponsor somebody, the checklist to use when you're sponsoring somebody. It's got how to earn the Mexico trip. It's got lots of different documents in there that I really recommend printing off and just having a little look at them. And that's the sponsors checklist, so I recommend printing that off. Okay, one other thing is the Hello Future page. This is our almost like a take a look page. So this is for all of your family and friends that are supporting you building your business. This is for people that are taking a look at your business. They're not a consultant yet, but they're just taking a look. So this is our taking a look page. So I do recommend that if somebody is just taking a look, you just ask them if they're happy to be added into our team page. If they say yes, add them in, give them a little welcome, a little bit about them, and they can just sit back and just watch our team culture and watch what it's like building a business, so they can take a look and see if it is something that they think is going to be a fit for them or not. Also in the Hello Future, so that's the Hello Future, all consultants, family, friends, welcome. In there is another pinned post. So you've got a pinned post in the Do More page and a pinned post in the Hello Future page. So the difference is the Do More page is for consultants only. The Hello Future page is for all family, friends, everybody welcome. So the pinned post is tweaked for people just taking a look. So when they open the pinned post, it's just got the taking a look videos. It's got some great, amazing calls to listen to. So in the morning, I always go into the Hello Future page, open up the pin post, and I click one of these recorded calls to listen to every morning, because these are, in my opinion, the best calls to listen to. So I listen to these over and over and over again, these calls. And then it's got in the pinned post the common concerns and their answers to each. So as you're meeting new people, every person is going to have some sort of concern. They absolutely will. And when somebody has a concern, it means they need more information. It's good. It would be unusual if you were speaking to somebody about your business or your products that didn't have some sort of concern, some sort of question, whether that's, I don't know if I've got enough time, or I don't know if I'd like the products, or I don't know enough people. Whatever it is, it's a good thing. The more questions people ask you, the more interested they are to find out more information. I would be more concerned if somebody did not ask you any questions to find out more information. So if I was talking to somebody about the business and I said, so what did you like best? And they said all of it. And I'd say, so do you see yourself doing this? And they said, yeah. And I was like, okay, so have you got any other questions? They said, no. I would be like, you don't, what? I'd be really baffled. I like it when people say, I love it. I think it sounds great. I'm not sure if I'm the sort of person that would be successful at this. Or I love it. It sounds great. I just don't know enough people. I love it when people dig for more information, because it tells me they're interested. They want to know a little bit more. So this has got the answers here to all of the most common concerns to every single question that you'll get from people. Right, let me just stop the share there. So my last couple of tips, there we go. My last couple of tips for meeting people. There are 3 things that we need to meet new people to build our business, to build our brand. 3 things. Number 1 is skill. So I've just gone through those 7 skills. So we need to work on our skills. So you have to accept that you're going to have to work on the skills of this business. The second is belief. You have to believe that you are the best health and wellness advisor that people could even hope to have. You know, a lot of us seek advice from kinesiologists, homeopaths, hair colour specialists, accountants, people that work with children, behavioural specialists. We seek advice from all different people because we believe that they can offer us information that we want, and we have to see that the person that's giving us advice believes that they're the best person at their job, and that is what attracts us to them. So we need to be the best health and wellness advisor on the land, so that our potential customers, our potential clients feel like they're really getting a lot of value out of us as a health and wellness advisor. So you need to have that belief in yourself that you are incredible. So number 2. And third thing is you need to have credibility. Now, some people will start this business with credibility already. So I think a lot of us already know we've got a lot of GPs and doctors in the team. They already have a lot of credibility. They have a really great profession. People will see that if they're doing something like Arbonne, it must be good. They're not thinking, oh, well, you know, they're a doctor. Why are they doing that? They can see if they're a doctor and they're doing Arbonne, it must be something good. So they've got that credibility. Now, when I started this business, I didn't have pre-credibility. I've had to earn my stripes for credibility. So think about somebody that you know, or you've just seen them on social media, who builds a network marketing brand with Avon or Juice Plus or one of the other companies, and they are just dreadful. Like, they're constantly putting it on Facebook, they're in your face, they're annoying, they're like, join my team, sell, and you kind of know that they're not using the products themselves, because when you go to their house, they're not using the products, and you think, I would never in a million years buy something off them, even if I thought, I actually quite like the look of that product, but I'm not going to buy it off them, because they're just so not credible. Think about that person. That is what you don't want to be like. You want to have credibility. So if you are building your health and wellness business, people need to take you seriously. And for the people like me that haven't come to this business with credibility already, it's going to take time to build the credibility. So a few tips on being credible. Have the products in your house. My goodness me, do not get caught out on having somebody come to your house, they go to the bathroom and they see that you're not using Arbonne shampoo, you're not using Arbonne hand wash, you're not using Arbonne on your dressing table, you're drinking Coca-Cola rather than the fizz sticks, you know, all of these little things, because they will see you as not credible. So I did that in the beginning and I was so embarrassed, because my friend said to me, how can you encourage us to buy these amazing products when you're not using them? And I was like, you're right, you're absolutely right. So that helps with your credibility. Make sure that you're not the person that all you want to do is sell your product, because we're not salespeople. We are people that like to help others that have got something that they want help with. So you need to make sure that you're not that annoying person that all you want to do is sell. So I really recommend that you try not to put on social media, join my team, buy my products, make recommendations by all means, but do it from a good place. Do it from a place where you genuinely are saying, the fizz sticks have enabled me to cut out coffee or fizzy drinks, they've really improved my health. Just be genuine. Once people see you're being genuine and authentic, you will start to build up your credibility. So those are the three things I recommend. Skills, which takes time. Belief, my gosh, belief in yourself takes time. And credibility, which for a lot of us it takes time, unless you've come into this business already with credibility. So those three things. My next top tip is aim to have 100 customers buying from your online business. That is not going to happen overnight. I still don't have 100 customers and I've been in this business for a couple of years, but aim to build up 100 clients and customers that love buying your fizz sticks, they love buying the protein shake, they love buying their toothpaste when it runs out, they will not use anything but your shampoo, they will not touch any kind of makeup unless it's from your business. It will take time to build up 100 customers and clients, but make it a goal. Say to yourself, in the next couple of years, I will have 100 clients or customers buying only products from my business. They will not be in Superdrug, they will not be in Boots, they won't be in the beauty section at Morrison's. They are only buying these products from my business because these are the best products and they deserve the best. That will take time, and sometimes your customers and your clients will only buy one thing to start with. They'll be like, I'll just buy the hand cream. But once they buy the hand cream, they see how good it is. So the next time they buy 2 things, and then the next time they buy 3 things, and it will build and build and build. But aim for 100 customers and clients over the next few years. Okay, my next top tip on introducing people to this business is attending events. Now, my husband always says to me, you're going to another Discover Arbonne, you know that presentation inside out. Why on earth are you going to hear somebody else talk about and present Arbonne? And I say, Ian, 2 reasons. 1, you can always learn something from other people. I always learn something when I go to a Discover Arbonne. And 2, every time I go to an Arbonne event, be it a Discover Arbonne or a conference or a workshop or whatever it is, I post that I'm out having fun with my friends on social media. Guaranteed, I drive back home, I pick up my phone, my inbox has 3 or 4 messages from people saying, what is it you do? It always looks like you're out having fun. You're having fun with these people. What is it? So going to events and sharing a bit about what it is I'm doing is a surefire way to attract people to message me that are looking to have something fun in their life. So I really, really, really cannot emphasize enough, go to events, region trainings, discover our bonds. You can't go to everything, but what you can go to, do go to, because honestly, you post about having fun and, you know, getting dressed up and putting your heels on. People want to do that. Before Arbonne, I'd be sitting on the sofa in my PJs looking on Facebook, all the people that are wearing nice dresses, thinking, oh, it'd be lovely to have somewhere to wear a nice dress to, like rolling my eyes. It is lovely to go out to Arbonne events and to dress up and to feel amazing. And when people see you sharing that on social media, they want that too. A lot of people anyway. So I promote that. And lastly, I just want to recommend something that Stacey's been banging on about for weeks. Gabriella Bernstein. It is free. It is 40 days. I don't know if she's going to show it then. It's 40 days, free audio, and she can share the link with everybody. And it's called May Cause Miracles. And it's a little audio to listen to on your phone for free every day for 40 days. Only takes a couple of minutes. And she gives you a little exercise to do that takes about 1 minute, 2 minutes. So really easy to do. It is amazing. Stacey's on day 14. I did it last month and I didn't get as far as Stacey. I stopped and I've started again yesterday. I highly recommend this audio. Like I said, it's free. It only takes a couple of minutes. You can slot it into the morning before you get out of bed. You can slot it in at night before you go to sleep. It is incredible. I cannot emphasize enough. Before we end, Stacey, did you just want to say something about it?
Yeah, to be honest, the last 2 weeks of my whole life have been I can't believe that such simple practices, easy to do practices, even with the 3 crazy kids I've got and the bonkers husband, I can still fit it in. Just a couple of minutes in the morning, a couple of minutes in the evening, and just remember to do affirmations throughout the day. All you need is a pen, a new journal, a book, whatever you want to call, and then a quiet place. So my quiet place is up in my room while everyone's going crazy bonkers downstairs, and I do my little tips. Just literally while they're having breakfast, I'll run upstairs and listen to it. And one day I missed do it, and I did it after, all hell broke loose. I come home, I couldn't find my keys, couldn't find my coat, couldn't find my purse, needed petrol, the red light, everything was going, ah! Come home, laid on my bed, that's where I do my thing, and did the 2-minute meditation with the exercise, and turned around, there was my coat with my purse and my keys in it. So it just goes to show, like, when you take the time to calm down and stop freaking out, oh, it's just stuff amazing. Just message me and I'll send you the link.
Yeah, Stacey, pop it on the basic team training page, and just while I show that, so Stacey puts it on the basic team training page. Also, before we end the call, on the basic team training page is a little poll of all the different things that I've just talked about in this call. And when you've done it, you can just tick off what you've done. Again, you do not have to do this, but if you want to do it, a lot of us are getting together to do a 90-day income producing activity stint. So April, May and June. So we're doing a 90-day, a 3-month stint of really growing our business. You do not have to do this, but if you really want to grow your business over the next 3 months, a lot of us are doing this together and spurring each other along. So I've just made this on the basic team training page, so you can tick off what you've done and see what you've got left to do. So it's got printing off the trackers, writing your active candidate list, and all of the things that are there in the comments, it's got the links for. So rather than having to find the links yourself, when it says watch GoPro, it's all in there. Everything's in there, so please do go and have a look at that if you fancy for the next 90 days really growing your business. And I know that's what Fiona's talking about on the next call at 9 o'clock. She's talking about the next 90 days, how to really propel your business forward. So I'm going to wrap up the call. I need to breathe. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking the time to come on and learn from Emma talking about LinkedIn, and learn from myself talking about growing and expanding your business. So this is the code for the 9 o'clock call. So 337 600 0859. So we're going to end the meeting on this one, and then all you need to do is click join meeting and add into the next call. So I'll see you all in a minute. Bye, everyone.